Shalom, give our praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, B'Shem HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles, Dream Master Ruel, and shalom to the faithful men continue doing the work of the Lord. And Lord willing, I want to speak on how we're the poor, the hearted, the lame, broken hearted, all that. You know what I'm saying? But this is who the Lord have chosen. The weak things, the things despised, the base things of the world to confound the wise and the strong, so on and so forth. The Lord is, dealing with the underdogs. All right. It's always been like that. He pretty much turns nothing into something. But this is a parable. Real quick. Luke 14, 17, he's sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. For they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto them, so this represents the Lord sending out the prophets, telling people about the kingdom of heaven. But you got niggas making an excuse. All right, the first said unto him, I have brought a piece of the ground. I must needs go and see it. I pray thee have me excused. Another said, I have bought 5 yoking of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. Right, and I believe each and every one of these is a law. Like when we go into war, if you just got married, you ain't supposed to go to war. And I think if you buy some new land, I believe you ain't supposed to go to war or something. If I'm not mistaken. All right. I just not noticing that. But so that a servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, and the maimed, and the halt, and the blind. That's what the Lord have done. The Lord have went to go teach these people, and people rejected him. So the Lord has went to us, we're the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners that didn't know who he was, but the Lord woke us up. All right. That's why he told him to go to the lanes of the city, because it was scripture to say, wisdom cry without, share the voice of the streets. All right. And the word halt goes into like limping, or lame, which lame means crippled. That's the true definition of the word lame. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, for my house may be filled. All right, and you look at the word compel. All right, one of the definitions is to threaten, and we threaten people with the word, because scripture says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the Lord. So we teach people the fear of the Lord, and that should compel you to come in. All right. Now, get this precept, because man, that's all the Lord. The Lord chose us, man. The Lord chose the ones that are just through. First Samuel 22 and 1. David therefore departed thence and escaped to the cave Adullam. And when his brethren and all his father's house heard it, they went down thither to him. And everyone that was in distress, and everyone that was in debt, and everyone that was discontented gathered themselves unto him, and he became a captain over them, and there was with him about 500 men. So all these men that they described was through. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that word real quick. They all was through. And that's exactly the same situation that we in today. Brothers in debt, brothers, baby mamas, brothers got, student loans, all that, whatever the fuck that shit, student debt, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? All that. But yet the Lord chose us. It says bitterness. Let me see. So all those that was discontented. So I guess that means distressed. Or those that was, let me see. Yeah. And they gathered to him everyone that was in distress, everyone that was in debt, everyone that was troubled in mind. And is that not all of us? Man, we all got issues, man. Alright. Let me see. That's pretty much the point. But yeah, God. You know what I'm saying? That's the situation I'm in. But the Lord have chose us. Let me get that James 2 and 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he had promised to them that love him, right? So the Lord chose the poor of this world. But we're rich in faith. You know what I'm saying? Alright. And you know, that's why people look at us, they call us bums and have no jobs, all that shit. But it's good. For so they did the same thing to the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Like, people must not know. People think that a prophet or a wise man should be, you know, should be like a so-called high value man with all the bitches around him and suit and tie and shit, smoking a cigar. Like, man, no. The Lord deals with the lowly. All right. It may be a man that might not get no bitches. It don't matter. Or he might have rough clothes, or hair might be a little nappy or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or he might have just got fired. May not have a fucking car, whatever. But this man, the Lord is dealing with him. All right, through the Spirit. All right, now, I think there was one last one I was gonna get. Salakia. I done forgot. That's pretty much the point. Salakia. I was gonna get one last one, but I don't remember. But that's pretty much the point. Matter of fact, I just thought of something. Let me see if I can find this. Find this one, Lord willing. All right. This is Sirach 35 and 13. It says, he will not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed. Right? Because the Lord, people think, like the scripture says, gain is godliness. They think that gain is godliness, but no. The Lord will not look over a poor man just because of a rich man. Like, the Lord ain't looking at that rich man and so all. Because the rich man don't honor the Most High. The poor man does. All right? He will not despise the supplication of the fatherless, which that represents us. Nor the widow, nor she when she poureth out her complaint. And the widow, that represents us too. If not the tears run down the widow's cheek, and it's not her cry against him that causes them to fall. He that serveth the Lord, right? That's what we do. Our tears is running down. We welling. The scripture says their precious made them to holler. Roughly paraphrasing, right? And our cries against him that causeth them to fall, which is who? Esau, Edom, and everybody in this goddamn world. He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. The prayer of the humble pierced the clouds until it come nigh. He will not be comforted. Right, so the prayer of the humble pierced through the clouds. But the scripture says the prayer of the wicked is abomination, so the Lord hears us. All right, but it says, but He will not be comforted and will not depart to the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. And that's what I can see that's why the Lord loves the poor too, because the Lord loves righteousness and he loves judgment. You know what I'm saying? He loves righteous judgment. And what is the righteous? We love judgment too. Or like the scripture says, my talk is of thy judgment. We want judgment to happen on this earth. And we want the right thing to happen on this earth. The rich man, he don't want the right shit to happen on the earth. Because he want to continually use people for their money and steal money from people. You know what I mean? Whatever. And because, a lot of people that become rich, you got to be a fucking demon to be, you know what I mean? You got to do some bullshit. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he hath smitten in some of the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud, and broken the scepter of the unrighteous, till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds, and to the works of men according to their devices, till he have judged the cause of his people, and made them to rejoice in his mercy. Mercy is seasonable in a time of affliction, as clouds of rain in a time of drought. Right. So yeah, man, that's pretty much the point. Hopefully that was edifying. I'm gonna give my praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim El Shah, Bashim Hakadash, also the apostles Jeremiah, Ruel. Shalom to the brothers in this work. So that I'm gonna say shalom.